Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone, and good morning to all you shooters and reloaders out there. Purpose of this video is that Christmas is coming up, and if you don't have one of these, you might put it on the gift list for some others to give you, because it's a spectacular powder measure. It's the Lee Auto Drum Powder Measure. Relatively new. It came out earlier this year, and it's been well received. There's been some problems with it reported, but mostly it works real well, reliable, accurate, and it works with all reloading presses, single stage or progressive. No need for any other linkages or anything. It's all self-contained. That's a huge advantage. You can pop this from one press to another. Now what it has is the famous Lee hopper that's got a cutoff. It's got interchangeable drums. And I had this one set for 6 grains of universal powder and put this back together, and it's throwing 6 grains of universal powder. Just perfect. Now it comes without the die, of course, but you get this whole thing with an extra drum also. Very good value for your $37 and $40 in the door shipping. So I'm finishing up the reloading of that universal powder that had unburned powder when I was shooting at the range. So we've got some of these with Magnum primers, and I'm going to be using a heavier crimp, this kind of thing. But I've got 3 more cases to charge with powder. So let me show you how that works. Case goes in the press. Run the press into the die, and now watch the action of this as the case goes in and activates this. This will rise to the top of that housing, and as it's doing that, the drum on the other side, which you can't see very well, is going to throw the 6 grain charge. So here we go, watch this. You see the little flag coming up? That's dumping the powder into the case. So there's one. Here's 2. And here's 3. Now I'm going to take these 3 cases I just charged and show you on our scales. One's a Hornady scale, the other one is a Dillon scale. Show you the accuracy of this measure. And the accuracy, we've already tested this measure with all kinds of powder. The stick powders handles them very well. The little ball powders handles them very well. The fine grain flakes, the big flakes like Universal. And the thing about it is, if you don't have it adjusted right, it might leak a little powder. You tighten this little screw up a little bit more and it stops the leak. Or if it doesn't, you change drums and you stop the leak that way. And the one that leaks you save for powders that are not so fine granulated. So let's go ahead and check these charges. So we want 6 or 6.1. There's 6.1. 6.1. There's the second one. 12.2, so we're at 6.1 again, talking at it. 18.3, that's 6.1 times 3. Now let's take that and go over to the Hornady. And we get 18.2, that's perfect. That's at, well, there it is, 18.3. It's very close to 3. So that's the accuracy of that powder measure. For all you full-length resizers out there, here's a full-length look at that Lee Auto Drum powder measure. I like this enough. I've got 3 of them. They all work splendidly, and this will make a spectacular gift for the holidays. So here's the one sitting on my Dillon 550B with the large primer pockets. And there's the one sitting on my Dillon 550B set up for the small primers. Notice no linkages needed. It just fits on there like it belongs there. If they made those hoppers clear, it would belong there perfectly. But the red sets it off pretty nicely, don't you think? And look how easy it is to unload the powder from the measure. You do the cutoff, And then you take your powder hopper, come back to your jug of powder, and you can pour it in without even a funnel. Your hopper is as clean as a whistle. You don't even have to wipe off the inside, although you probably would want to. Then, to clear the powder measure itself, you just unscrew it from your press. It's got powder inside still. There you go. Then you simply take it and pour the powder back into the, again, you don't even need to have a funnel. And look at that. Knock the loose particles back in, or you can use a little brush and you're done. How easy was that to unload the powder compared to other measures? You just take this off, you can store this separately, and it takes less room to store. Now these drums are rather ingenious. I've got them on my own rack there, and they come in rifle and pistol. You can do charges up to 80 plus grains of rifle powder, or all the way down to 2.5 grains of bullseye, and it's completely adjustable. So you don't have to be constrained with set charges. You can dial in any charge you want. And extra drums are available, and they're not that expensive. They're like $3, $4, $4, $5, something like that each. And so I bought some extra ones and probably want to get some more. So that's the beauty. If that special reloader in your life happens to already have the Lee Auto Drum powder measure, you can go ahead and get him or her any combination of 3, 6, or 9 of these. They will be put to good use because each one can be preset for a favorite powder charge. These are fantastic Christmas or birthday gifts that just keep on giving. Bye for now.